Okay, welcome back. We have sent the Fent over to field 20 with the plow and just filled up our water tank here. So we're going to head over to the apple orchard and get those apple trees some water. And we'll fill up whatever greenhouses we can. We'll have to make a couple of, maybe 2, 3 trips to the river here to fill up with some more water. Because those greenhouses, gosh, I recall correctly, the greenhouses take either 1 or 2,000 liters um, to fill those up, and I think these trees just take 500 liters each. So we'll actually go past. There we go. Some apples. And the next one. Good. 2 more here. Excellent. Excellent. Now we'll get them to grow a little bit here. Smash into this. I don't know if this is a gas line or a water line or what above ground like that. I'm not familiar with the construction of those locations here in Eastern Europe. And tomatoes have popped up. Yeah, so they take 2,000 liters for 6 days. We'll get one of each here. I'm stuck in there. One of the cucumbers. Now one of lettuces. There we go. One more trip, I guess, to the river there. The game has to render a whole bunch of stuff right here in that location now. So we'll have to be careful about when we go over there. In fact, let's just hit the save here so all of our hard work doesn't get wasted. Alright, good. Cruise on over this way. We might still have, looks like we'll have some time to get another couple of toys here and start working on our mixed feed, TMR, total mixed ration for the cattle. And of course, this is all prepping to get them. We want to have plenty of it in stock as we quickly add to the cows, as we've got the money to do so, as long as we get our heavy equipment, our agricultural equipment taken care of first. So Oops. Ran over the yield sign or give way sign, I think that's what they call it in Europe. I don't know that they say yield on it. It's give way. Go right on past. It's a little bit heavy for the brakes of this truck. Filled that one up. Nobody's close enough to trigger. Excellent. And we'll, since we got them all filled up, we'll go ahead and walk inside of them once we get all done, just to see what it looks like from the inside. While that fills up, we'll cruise over here to the cucumbers. And we'll start to see cucumbers here shortly, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have to go around. Where's the staircase in that? There it is. And the door is open to the lettuce. Excellent, but I'm stuck. Up and then on the way out, we'll stop over here and check the tomatoes. Check this one around the front here. And around maybe there. So I think a little bit later we'll see some red tomatoes on there. I honestly cannot remember. It's been a while since I used greenhouses. Okay, that is excellent. Now we'll take over this water tanker towards the cow pasture. I don't know if I filled it with water yet. The fence there, Jay, has completed his task, so we'll get him over on the other side of the town, get him started on the other field. Actually, what we'll do is we'll send the voucher over to the other side, start on that field over there, and we'll take the fence and put him onto plant seeding. So we'll just no reason to drive all the way over there. Yeah, actually, yep. What we can do is we'll haul the planter or the seed drill over to the fence, pick up the plow, head over to the other side, and then go shopping again. And we want the oilseed radish. Now, oilseed radish, I don't know if I mentioned it. I think I did. Is a natural, kind of a natural manure, and it grows a little bit, and then you just cultivate it into the ground, and that'll count as a fertilizer, a level of fertilizer. And since we're trying to go as natural as we can, we'll always use oilseed radish at every opportunity. Let's go ahead and get this set up. Now, gotcha can probably run this seed drill, but it would be a struggle. So it's just a little too small for this. Because we're supposed to have 270 horsepower, and the Voucher is 90 horsepower short. Easily can run this plow though, and the Fendt is close. We've seen it do it already. The Fendt is the 700 barrier. It's more than enough to run that seed drill. Grab the plow, set him up, go shopping. Hopefully we can get to the mixed ration today. We're doing pretty good on time at the moment. Running out of light, you can see it's getting dark already. Almost 7 o'clock in the evening. Lots and lots of things to do on the farm today. Harvesting, plowing, seeding, feeding, watering, construction never stops. The farm never stops moving. That's one thing I love about Farming Simulator. I mean, I'm really kind of an RPG guy. Well, I guess I can't say that. I'm a Skyrim guy, a Fallout 4 guy. I don't know if I'm an RPG guy, but I do like to play those games. But I tell you what, of course, Farming Simulator 17 is, what is it, 4 years old now. And I don't think I got it until, it's almost 2022, so probably 2020 is when I got the game. And then, of course, Farming Simulator 19 was already out by then. But I tell you, when I first started playing, it's got a learning curve. But I love this game. I seriously do. You're so busy all the time. And, you can always do something different. I mean, I don't often do a lot of the plowing or, the groundwork. I give that to the hired help because I could go do something else. But if I want, if you wanted to do all the groundwork, of course you're just going to rack up the hours, an insane amount of hours, if you do all the work yourself. But you could do all the work yourself. You're always doing something new all the time. It seems like. And what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and warp over to the shop here, so he doesn't freak out about us being in the way. I want the shop here, and we don't need those tools on here. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so what we're going to shop for next is we're going to need a way to move bales. Lettuce. I don't know that we need a front wheel loader yet, but we do want a telehandler. And I have never actually used this JCB telehandler. 145 horsepower, $180 a day, 10 slots. Let me talk to you a little bit about the slots. So on console, you have a limited number of slots. If you look up on the top right-hand side, you see the right bumper, and right under there is slots. And there's 701 slots. Well, everything that you buy has a slot number. So this New Holland telehandler, which is just kind of a reskin, is 11 slots, so it cost me 11 slots. Well, when you get down to 0 slots, you can't do anything more. I mean, you're done. You're stuck. The one nice thing about it is if you have, for example, if I went in and bought another Valtra in series, right now it's 14 slots, right? If I bought another one, it only adds one more slot, okay? So, because the game, it doesn't have to render a whole bunch of different stuff. It already knows what to render, and it's just rendering multiples of it. So, that's why often when I'm playing this game is I double up on things, right? So, Valtra, if I needed another tractor, I would most likely get a Valtra or another Fendt. And the reason is because I can save some slots, because they're hard to come by, and if you run out, you run out. So I often, if I've got enough slots, I just pick whatever I want. If I don't have enough slots, I have to be quite a bit more precise in what I do. And so this JCB is it's more expensive. I mean, the cost per day is the same. It's a little more expensive. It's got just a little more horsepower, not much. And then this New Holland down here is 11 slots with almost the same horsepower and the same cost per day. I think what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to go with this New Holland one. Again, I haven't used it before. I know some people have used it. They don't like it because the boom is right in the middle. But the boom is right in the middle. And I really, really like this JCB wheel loader. I mean, that thing is a beast. But for this time, we are going to go with this JCB. It'll help fulfill some of our contract obligations to use some JCB equipment. As you can tell right now, we are doing good in that terms. We have AGCO is covered. Case New Holland is covered at the moment. And now we're going to get some other things covered. And of course, here's our New Holland baler. That is also equipment. Crone is covered. And we get JCB in here, and that'll be covered as well. So all of our contract stuff will be covered. And we're doing pretty good. So we also need a Bale Spike, and we're going to get the big, good Bale Spike. And I'm going to go with a junky chicken Bale Spike. Now this is an articulated telehandler, but I'm used to that with the other the wheel loader. So we definitely want to get this big multi-spike here. Here it is. This is excellent. It's a mod. It's a fantastic spike. I love it. And look at that. We backed right up and we are good to go. So let's head out of here. You know what? Let me think you. Let's just go ahead and take this. It does not have beacons on it. That's interesting. Oh wait. No, it does not have beacons on it. So we won't be using any beacons. Let's drive this over to the yard. Oops, wrong side. I've been playing a lot of Mercury Farms, which is I think it's supposed to be in England somewhere, in the UK, and that's a left side drive. And Sussex, or yeah, that's also a left-hand drive. So I've been playing those, and I'm on the wrong side. This is our right-hand drive, or right side drive, not right-hand, but right side drive. Okay, it's a little bouncy, isn't it? It's got a little bounce on it. It's interesting. And we do have more silage than we have hay, so we'll be doing 4 hay, 8 silage, and then topping off the rest with the straw. Okay, got that done. Now, somebody is finished with their. Okay, the fent is already done, so we need to get him over to the other field here real quick. And the Valtra will be pretty close to finished by the time we get over there. Timing, I don't know that we'll get to the total mixed ration because we are running up against the time, but I think we can go ahead and go to the shop. We're going to get our Holmer, I can't remember the exact name, we'll look it up in just a moment, but I want to get over to the other field before we do anything else. We'll just take the bridge instead of we'll take the road instead of the 2-track. Drive through the silo here because our yard is getting a little congested there. Bit of a struggle up that hill right there. But this little fent is the beast. It's weird because it's kind of that middle range tractor where it's small enough to get around in small fields, and it's large enough to handle some of the bigger equipment. In fact, this 700 Vario is right on the edge of the next size tractor, like the T-Series Valtra. Has only got 10 more horsepower than the Fent does when you max out the Fent's power. And it sounds a lot better than the T-Series Valtra. T-Series has had a very hollow exhaust coat. Compared to this more of a burbly, American sounding exhaust, I would much rather have the Fent. I do have a couple of mod Fents where I can fill in all the gaps that was left out of the game. I mean, you get the 300 and then the 700. The 300 is a really small tractor for super small fields or yard work, right? And then you miss an entire category of tractors with medium tractor, with heavy medium tractor with the Fent. And even the light medium tractor. In fact, you miss the entire medium tractor spectrum. Actually, and you go from the 700 to the 900, which is by far my most favorite tractor in the game. I absolutely love the 900. And the sound, it's just a beast of a machine. Okay, so we're going to spend a chunk more money here. And we need to go to tractors. We also need to go into way back here to go, this Holmer. I have never used this machine before. We'll do the narrow twin wheels. And boy, our costs are piling up quick. What's really going to kill us is our vehicle costs per day. That's what's going to get us big time. And let's take a look here. It does have an auger cart. we're not going to get this just yet because we have no need of it at the moment. I did add a IT runner attachment for this, which I think will be pretty handy. We'll take that. Good. And then what we need to do is clear this out here a little bit. I have absolutely no, that's pretty wicked looking, right? But so the twin narrow wheels would be, if you were using the crop destruction mod or you were playing this straight up, you would want narrow wheels when you go and fertilize. If you've already got plants that are growing, sounds kind of beasty, doesn't it? So we'll ease in and back up. One thing about it is it's got over 500 horsepower, so we're going to be able to do a lot of things with this. It's going to be a good utility vehicle. I think I probably didn't believe so initially, but I believe so now. I can tell you, I think it's going to be a beast of a machine. And now what we're going to do, we are not going to buy this yet because we simply don't have any cows to warrant buying this. We're just going to lease this big beast. Pecan Mega Mammoets. I don't know what kind of language that is, but it's definitely not English. So we're just going to lease this for now. And then we're going to go make some TMR, some power food for our cows that we're eventually going to get. And we are going to have to do that on the next video. I'm sorry, we are out of time. I'm trying to keep videos short. So we will do this. Boy, that's a wicked sounding machine. The narrow tires is a little weird, but anyway, let me turn that off real quick when I sign off. So thanks, and we will catch you on the next video.